So previously, okay, we already looked at the ls based commands in Linux. Okay, which is this ls here is used to list the current directory. Okay, by putting the ls, and then you can see what is inside of your directories. Okay, all of the documents. If you have a folders, okay, all of the things inside of that directory will be displayed. And when you put ls minus l, okay, so this is for long listing, okay, in which for this long listing, okay, it will give you the detail of that files inside of that directory, okay. So, and a part of that, okay, you also can see, okay, the permission for the file that also listed, okay. So you can see all the permission. Either the permission is a read only or write only, or it is a you can execute that file, okay, based on this symbol here. Okay, we have a R for indicate it is a read permission. If you see the dash, then that you cannot read that file, okay. And then W stand for the write permission, and X is for indicate the execution permissions. Okay, and regarding the permissions, okay, we can see here we have a few levels here for the permissions. Okay, let's look at this. The first one here. Okay, R minus minus means that this one here read, write, and execute permission for all of the users. Okay, and then if you see the RW dash read, write, and execute permission for members of the group only for the files. And this one here, this is for read, write, and execute permission for the owner of the file. And this is for indicates the relevant file. Okay, D indicate a directory. Okay, so means that, okay, we have 3 levels. Okay, so this is for the owners. Okay, this is for the group user. Okay, the group members, and this is for all users. Okay, if you see the R means that it is for read, W stand for write, X is for execution. Okay, if you for this one here, you can see R and W. Okay, you can read and write the what we call here the file inside of the groups, but you cannot execute the file. Okay, for the all user level, okay, only can read the file, cannot write, cannot execute. Okay, so this is how the permissions looks like. Okay, you need to segregate the permission to 3 groups. Okay, first is for the owners, followed by the group's members, and all users. Right, then we look at the another commands, okay, that you need to know, okay, that commonly used, okay, which is to create and to remove the directory. Okay, which if you're going to create a folders, or if you want to remove a folder, you can use this what we call here this command here. Okay, mkdir. Okay, means that you're going to create a directory, or you're going to create a folder. Okay, by using this mkdir followed by the folder names. Okay, so let's look at the what we call here. Okay, let's do some hands-on. Okay, regarding this one here. Okay, so this is my directory. Okay, so this is my home directories, in which you can see here you have the desktop, document, download, music, folder, pictures, and now we're going to look at these documents. Okay, so inside of this document, I have several files. Okay, and now we are going to do it inside of the terminal. Okay, so you guys just click here and search for the terminal, click the terminal, and then this is your terminal. Okay, and before we go to this documents punya directory, okay, you need to make sure that, okay, this file, okay, file path is showed the correct folders. Okay, since this one here, okay, we just put ls. So this is, we can see here, this is for the home. Okay, we're going to look at this. We're going to go to this documents directory or documents folder. So how to do it? You can simply write cd documents. Okay, now if you put ls, okay, so this is the file inside of, okay, you're going to list out all the files inside of these document folders. Okay, and previously we have the ls minus l, so this is a long listing. Okay, you can see, okay, the detail, all of the files as well as the permissions. Okay, so this is the permissions. Okay, and then this is the file that been created by who, and this is the size. Okay, and this is the time and date when the file is created, right? So now, okay, we're going to create a directory. Okay, we're going to create a folder. So we just simply write, okay, previously, okay, I put another ls. So there is no directory inside of this document here. Kalau kita tengok kat sini pun, okay, so no directory or folder inside of this documents folder. So we just simply mkdir and then put SKEL4663. Okay, we're going to create a folder called SKEL4663. Okay, you can see now here, okay, the SKEL4663 already been created. Okay, so kat sini pun you can check whether it's already created or not, okay, by using the ls. Okay, and now you can see you already have the SKEL4663. So how to remove this folder here? Okay, you can simply click this folder and press the delete from your keyboard ataupun from the terminal. Okay, we can use the rmdir. Okay, remove directory. And what is the directory file? Names SKEL4663. Okay, now we can see that folder already gone. Okay, so this is the function of a mkdir to make a directory or to create a directory, and rmdir to remove the directories. Okay, next is a cd. Okay, so this is a cd is a stand for change directory. Okay, you're going to change the directory. Okay, we can use the cd command. Okay, so cd and then followed by what is the directory names that you're going to go to. Okay, the folder's name. Okay, then after that you will go to that folder. If you put a cd dot dot, means that you're going to one level up. You're going to go back to the previous to the main directory. Okay, so one level up. And if you put something like this, cd tilde backslash desktop. So now you're going to change the directory to the current user desktop. Okay. So let's show you the cd function, the cd commands here. Okay, so currently we are in this directory document. Okay, if I put a cd dot dot, what happened here is, okay, now we already go to this one here. Okay, if you put a ls, okay, you go back to the previous punya. Okay, one level up. Okay, kalau yang ni kamu pergi ke belakang, okay, and this is one level up lah. Okay, and if you're going to go to the download, just simply type cd, mana tadi terminal, okay, cd and then tulislah download, okay, the folder names. DOWN. Right, so now we are in the downloads folders. Okay, next we are going to look at this another command here called grep. Okay, so this grep is one of the many standard Unix or Linux utilities. Okay, so this one here used to search the file for the specific word or patterns. Okay, if you're going to search a files, okay, you can use this grep here. Contoh lah, okay, the words that you're going to search is science, which is this science here inside of the science.txt file. Okay, so by using the grep, it will find the science word inside of this file here. Okay, so instead of you put something like this, okay, you can also put an option here, which is you can put a -v. Okay, so it can display those lines that do not match. Okay, and if you put a -n, okay, so this one here will precede each matching line with the line numbers. And if you put a -c, it will print only the total count of matched lines. Okay, so this is what the grep do lah. Okay, so this you can do. Okay, and then the other command that you can use is help. Okay, so you can access help by typing -help after a command. Okay, for example, here you're going to look at the grep. Okay, and you're going to look at the details. What other option that this grep can do? Okay, you just simply put grep -help, and then the listing will come out. Okay, so you can, it will give an options lah, other options. Okay, what this grep can do. Okay, and then for to edit the documents in the terminals, okay, we can simply use this what we call here command here. Okay, such as the Emacs. Okay, this is if you already installed the Emacs. Okay, you can simply edit your C file using the Emacs. Okay, if not, okay, if you have the install the VI, okay, so you can edit the documents, the text document using this VI commands, or you can use the gedit, okay, to edit the text document inside of the terminal. Okay, so I just show you how to do it. Now we go back to the downloads punya directory. We go back to the document directory. So cd documents. Okay, and now inside of the document here, okay, let's do long try. Okay, inside of this one here, okay, we have the long try. Okay, so inside of this, we use the grep dahulu, okay, to find out the words inside of this file. Okay, let's say lah in this file here, we're going to find out the word mana? Contoh lah saya ada. Okay, I put the test here kat sini. Okay, so where is the terminal? Okay, grep test long try. Okay, so now we already find that there is a words lah test inside of this long try. Okay, let's find another words here. Grep cuba. Okay, there is no word tuber in this file long try. So what happened here is, okay, so nothing will be displayed after this command here. Okay, and then if you're going to put options, okay, we already look at the option -b, -n, and -c. Okay, let's do some -c. Grep test long try -c. Okay, and let's see what. Okay, so means that there is one. Okay, one apa ni? One word for the test find in this long try documents. Okay, let's I put another. Okay, I put here another test. For example. Okay, so you put. Okay, so now you see here there are two tests. Word find in the files. Okay, if you put the -c. Okay, there are two here. How many? Two. And then if you're going to find the line number, okay, you can simply put the -n. Okay, so it show you, okay, the first one here, okay, at this line, 22, betul tak kat 22? Yes, it's at line 22. And the second one here is at line 37. So it display you all the details. Okay, and then moving on to the edit. Okay, we're going to edit this file here by using the Emacs. Saya rasa saya tak install Emacs. Okay, so I'm not installed. I have yet to install the Emacs. So we use the gedit lah. Gedit long try. Okay, now you open this file here and then you can edit the file. Okay, so I put another one here. ls hello.c. Okay, gedit hello.c. Okay, it will open the file and then you can simply edit this file here. Okay, by using the gedit commands. Okay, so that is the basic commands, okay, that you need to know inside of Linux. Okay, any question up until here? Ada soalan tak? Okay, if no question, then we go to this tool chains. Okay, so a tool chain is the set of a tools that compiles source code into executable codes that can run on your target device. Okay, so these tool chains here include a compiler, okay, and a linker. Okay, so that we have a several tool chain, okay, such as a GNU tool chain, and the second one we have the Intel tool chain and other tool chains. Okay, so this tool chain is used to compile your source code, okay, which is to compile your C program to machine code, okay, which is the executable machine code. So this is what these tool chains do lah, okay. Okay, and this tool chain includes the compiler and a linker. Okay, later we will see what this compiler do and what are the function of the linker. Okay, so this is the, let's look at the GNU tool chains. Okay, so these are the commands commonly used in GNU tools for embedded programming. Okay, we have the GCC. Okay, GCC is for the compiler. Okay, you're going to compile a file, you need to use the GCC command. And then to do the assembler, okay, which is to convert the C program to assembly language. Okay, you can use the AS here. And then we have the linker, okay, by using the LD commands. Okay, and to run a standalone simulator, okay, you can use the run command GDB for debugger, which is you're going to do some debugging and see the bugs. Okay, if there is bugs, then you need to do the you need to correct the bugs. Okay, and last but not least is Insights, which is a graphics interface for GDB. Okay, so let's look at the cross compiler. Okay, the first one here. Okay, what is a compiler? So compiler is used to translate the high level language source code. Okay, you're going to translate the high level source code into executable machine code. Okay, you have the contoh lah, you have the C program. Okay, you're going to translate it to make it to machine code, which is in binary representation. Okay, so by using this compiler, it will convert this C programming to the binary representations. Okay, there are many types of compiler out there. Okay, one of them and commonly used is cross compiler. Okay, we have a lot of compiler, but most of the compiler that we commonly use called a cross compiler. So this cross compiler is a compiler that run on a platform A, but it generates executable code for platform B. Okay, for examples. Okay, you are using the Arduino IDE, okay, to generate a hex file for Arduino. Okay, so you do the programming inside of your computer, and then you compile it, and then it will produce the hex file. That hex file, later you're going to put it to your Arduino chip. So that one we call it as a cross compiler. Okay, another example here is, okay, you have the GNU C compiler, okay, by using the GCC, okay, that can run on a variety of systems and can cross compile for a number of target architecture. Okay, so this is another example for the cross compiler. Okay, so this is the overview of the development tool change, okay, which is we have the compiler here, okay, the mana we can see here all the C source code, C programming will be converted to the object file. Okay, it will be converted to the object file, which is in binary representation lah. Okay, then we have the linker. So this linker here is used to link all of this file. Okay, the object file, the C runtime, the libraries, OS, other libraries. Okay, it will link all this file together to make one executable file. Okay, this executable file then will be used for the simulator and for the hardware. Okay, so this simulator do simulation before you proceed with a hardware design, and after you do the simulation, you need to do some debugging. Okay, by using a debugger to fix a bugs or errors. Okay, and then after that, you can proceed if the program is working well. Okay, working fine. Then after that, you develop your hardware. Okay, so this is the development tool change. Okay, and this is the GNU C compiler commands. Okay, we have the GCC followed by the option argument, another option argument, and the files name. Contoh, you have the GCC followed by -c file name. Okay, means that you're going to compile only. Okay, if you put -s, okay, stop after compilation, and then you produce the output in assembler file. Okay, so, and if you put -o followed by your file name, okay, so this is to set name of the output file, and then we have another options lah. Okay, you can read this out. Okay, and then what is the purpose for each of these options here. Okay, for the GCC means that you're going to do to compile the C codes or C programs. Okay, and then, okay, so normally, okay, we let the GCC perform assembly and linking. Okay, by using the same GCC, it also produce the assembler and it also do the linking process. But there are the another commands used for the assembler and the linker. Okay, which is you can do it individually by use the AS command for the assembler and LD for the linker. Okay, usually if you put the GCC, it already perform the compiling, assembly, and linking. Okay, if you don't want to do it, okay, you're going to do it individually. Okay, you can use this AS and LD instruction for the assembler and linker. Okay, so the GNU assembler can assemble the user written assembly source and assembly output of the GCC compiler. So the AS here to convert your file from C program to assembly language. Okay, and the output of the assembler is an object file that require the LD, okay, which is the link file if an executable is to be generated. Okay, so once you dah tukarkan dia kepada assembly language, okay, to produce the executable file, okay, you need to link this assembler with another file. Okay, so that you can execute that file. Okay, so this is the stage of the GCC compilation. Okay, we have the source code. Okay, in which this source code here in a C program. Okay, by using the GCC commands, okay, you can simply, okay, if you put something like this, GCC followed by your file name, okay, it will automatically skip this part. Okay, dia dah buat dah assembly and linking together. Okay, if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to compile assembly and linking by using one command, okay, you can do it individually. Okay, contoh, if you're going to compile, okay, first you use the GCC minus S. So means that this one here only for compile. Assembler dengan link not yet done. Okay, then after that you need to use, okay, once you compile, it produce the assembly code, okay, which is prop S. Okay, so this is the assembly code. Okay, and after that, from here, okay, you're going to convert to object code. So how to do it? By using the assembler. Okay, so AS, so object code, so they produce the program.o. So this is a object file. And then to execute the file, okay, you need to link them by using the LD instructions. Okay, LD commands, and then it will produce this executed code. Okay, if you put the GCC minus C, means that this command here already compile and assembler. Okay, later you need to link that file with, okay, to make a executable code. Okay, so this GCC can do everything starting from the compile, assembler, and link. Okay, if you put the GCC, then all of this process already been done in one single command. Okay, and the default name for the executable is a.out. Okay, later we will see. Okay, after you done the compiling, and then to execute, okay, you need to use this file name here so that you can see the output. Okay, so this is for the GCC. Okay, then we have the debugger. Okay, kat sini tadi. Now we already finished the compiler, linker, and then kita nak tengok debugger. Okay, so what this debugger do? Okay, the GNU debugger or GDB, sometimes we can use this command here, allow you to see what is going on inside your program while it execute. Means that you can debug your program line by line. Okay, see what is the output for each of the lines. Okay, we already did this one here in the AVR, which is you can see by using the debugging, you debug line by line and see what is the output for each of the instruction. Okay, and what your program was doing at the moment it crashed. Okay, so this is the function of the debugger. Okay, so the GDB can do four main kind of things. Okay, which is you can start your program, specify anything that might affect its behavior. Okay, make your program to stop on the specific condition, and to examine what has happened when your program has stopped. Okay, you're going to check, okay, if the program stopped, what is the output, what is the status register currently, okay, and then to change things in your program so you can experiment with correcting the effect of one bug and go on to learn about another. So this is the things that you can do by using the GDB. Okay, and this GDB can do native as well as remote debugging. Okay, a part of this one here, you can do the debuggings. Okay, and GNU Insight is a front-end interface for the GDB. GDB can debug program written in C and assembler. Okay, you can debug the file either it is in C programming or it is in assembly language. Okay, and to compiling, okay, with the GDB, okay, first apa kita nak kena buat, okay, we need to compile dulu lah, compile with -g to create the debugging information. Okay, so gcc -g followed by your program names, okay, the file names. Okay, because we're going to create this debugging information. If you not put this one here, kalau kamu tak letak yang ni, what happen here is the debugging information are not created. Okay, so that's why before you do this GDB, okay, you need to create this debugging information first. Okay, and then after that, you just simply write GDB, okay, and then it will do the debugging. Okay, and run the GDB waiting for further use this command here. Okay, if you're going run the GDB, okay, so you can follow by GDB, the program, and run GDB on the core dump explore program at crash. Okay, you can put the GDB program and core. So this is the list of the GDB commands that you can use. Okay, so there is a lot of option commands here you can use. Okay, and this is the purpose. Okay, and so that is for now for the Linux. Okay, now we're going to look at the macam biasalah your first C program by using the Linux. Okay, so first we're going to write down this program here. Okay, which is to print the hello world. So this is the standard lah. Okay, your first program. Okay, you need to write the hello world. Okay, once you get the output, then you already been a programmer lah. Okay, so write the program using a text editor and save it to your desktop as hello.c. Okay, make sure that every time you write your program, okay, for the C program, make sure that you save it as a C file, okay, by putting the .c after the file name. Okay, then after that, you compile it, the file, okay, gcc hello.c. Okay, so you already compiled. So here you can see here, it already compiled. It already do the three things. Okay, which is compiling, assembling, and the linking. Okay, and then after that you're going to run it. Okay, run the execution file. Okay, by putting the ./a.out. Okay, so this is the file name lah. After you do the compilation, okay, the file name will be the execute file name will be produced. Okay, that name is called a.out. So to execute the file, you just simply ./a.out, and then it will produce this hello world here. Okay, this apa ni things that you written in your program. Okay, contoh lah. Okay, we look at the contoh. Okay, so this is the file. Okay, to create a file, you can simply use the text editor, ataupun you can use any editors. Okay, so this one here, this is a Atom editors. Okay, so I just click this one here. Okay, click new file. Okay, so I write down the program. Okay, and then print f hello SKEL4663 /n. Okay, and then okay, we save it, save as. Okay, nama dia kita put a nama dia hello1.c. Okay, make sure that you put it .c so that it is become a C file. Okay, so now we are going to compile this one here. Okay, let's put tak perlu letak yang ni dulu lah. Kita tengok what happen. If I not put the semicolon here, what happen? Okay, file save. Okay, run the terminal. Okay, ls. Okay, so we have the file here, hello.c. Okay, so just run, compile it, gcc hello1.c. Okay, see what happened. Okay, so now you can see here that is error. Dekat mana? This line. Okay, so you need to have this one here after this printf here. Okay, so we just simply go to this one here, line 3, and put the semicolon, and then you save it again. Okay, you run once more. Okay, and then it says that you need to put another what we call here, okay, header, okay, which is hashtag include.stdi.h. Okay, so every time you write the C program, make sure that you put this, include this file. Include include.stdio.h. Okay, save again. Okay, run. Okay, and this is another apa ni dipanggil error. Okay, which is you need to put a void main. Okay, you need to put a void here. Okay, we run again. Okay, so now this file here is free from error. Okay, it already produced the execution file. Okay, so now we're going to look what is the output by simply write down ./.a out. Okay, salah. No dot here. Okay, so now this is the output. So hello SKEL4663. So this is the execution file. Okay, the execution file name is a.out after you compile your C program. So every time you compile your C program, okay, to see the outputs, okay, the output of this program here, you simply write this command. Okay, and then Next, we have this one here. Okay, this constructing the program. Okay, so recompile it if with the -s switch. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, so let's see what happened when we put the gcc -s hello.c, and then after that we are going to look at the code in the terminal for the hello.s. Okay, contohnya. Okay, so GCC. Okay, so we put the GCC. Okay, ingat lagi tak? -s this one here, you're going to produce the assembly file s and then hello one.c. Okay, and then if you go here, okay, you can see here hello one.s already been created. Okay, if you double click this one, okay, so this is the assembly language for the C program for hello one.c. Okay, so this is the assembly language. Or you can simply look at the terminal by writing the less hello.s. Okay, so this is the assembly language. Okay, Q to fix. Okay, and then last slide here is, okay, so this one here, okay, to optimize hello world optimize, okay, so what happened here is to optimize the file, okay, you just recompile it with additional, sorry, okay, -03 switch. Okay, so you put gcc -s -03 hello.c. Okay, and then you're going to inspect the bottom part of the code. It already been optimized. Okay, so let's see what is the thing that already been optimized after we run this command here. Disuruh tengok dekat bawah ya. Okay, so I just put this one. Okay, so this is a 44. Okay, we have this file here. And then now run GCC. Okay, and then tambah -03 hello.c. Okay. Okay, and then look. Okay, previously the last line, if not mistaken, is 34, now 36 4. Okay, so the code already been optimized. Okay, so that's it for today. Any question from you?